Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. To my new subscribers, my name is Sam G. I'm your lifestyle and personal finance guy. If you enjoy the content, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. In today's video, I'll be talking to you about some things that you should consider before you change jobs. I know we're in a market where inflation is rising. There's so much job insecurity. There's so much uncertainty that's going around with lifestyle, with social relationships, and even with employee-employer relationships as well. So there's some important things that you need to consider before putting yourself out there in the job market. And even before that, you should always, even though you're employed, you should always be randomly just apply to this application here and there, so you're always keeping up with trends that are changing, with methods that are changing, to see what's new on the job market. Maybe now people are looking for specific keywords in your resume to pick you. Maybe there's some different methodologies that are being used. It's always good to just once in a while just apply for something. You don't necessarily have to change jobs to go there, but just apply for something to see what the process is and if the process is changing in any significant way, so you can be aware of that as well. Without further ado, let's get into the video. If you have anything to add, please just drop it in the comments. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe while you're at it. So let's get right to the video. First most important thing to consider even before you start thinking about changing jobs is to invest in yourself. I want to kind of talk to you about it this way. You need to always be building a certain skill set or improving upon whatever skills that you may already have in some way. You should always be learning, you should always be growing, and that's where you can really add value to the job economy. That's where you can really be seen as a valuable asset to whatever job that you go to, or whether it's your current job or whatever job you go to. So invest in yourself, take time, take thought, and take some investment to actually sit down, see what your skills are, see what your passions are, see what your strengths and weaknesses are, improve on your weaknesses and embolden your strengths to really help you just push forward. So make sure you're always investing in yourself. Make sure you're learning new things. Read a book, put that phone down, put Instagram down, read a book. Find some other things that you like doing outside, something productive that helps you meet new people, build a network. Those things are all part of investing in yourself, and I'll talk about each one one by one and try to go through as thorough as I can. But the first important thing is to make sure that you invest in yourself. The second important thing is to really get clarity on what your goal is that you're going for. You should need to get clarity on why you're changing jobs, and you need to get clarity on if you have the skill set, or if you don't have the skill set, what are you going to do to actually help you reach that goal, right? In order for you to change jobs, in order for you to be more valuable at the next job where there's more security, or valuable at the next job where you're able to give more and seen as a valuable asset to that company. So get clarity on what your personal goals are, what your work goals are, what your career goals are. Get clarity, write it down, make it plain and write it down on what your goals are. From there, you can start working up from there to see what fits. You can start qualifying certain jobs and qualifying certain careers. Say, okay, I can't do this because that doesn't fit my goal that I've set for myself, or I can do this because that provides the opportunity to meet the goal that I set for myself. So make sure you get clarity on what it is exactly that you want out of your career life, right? What is it exactly you want out of your work life, like I mentioned before, and also how it would feed into your social and your personal life. So make sure that you tally up all of these things and consider that before you change jobs. Once you have your goal, the next step is to create an action plan. Thinking that you want something or saying you want something doesn't mean you're going to get it. You need to actually set actionable goals and actionable benchmarks to actually meet that goal that you set for yourself. It's not enough to say that, hey, I want to up my income. It's not enough to say that, hey, I want to get better at this or get better at that. I want to get better at playing piano. I want to get better at playing guitar. You actually have to sit down, spend hours actually learning your craft and honing your craft. That's an example of an action plan, right? There are other action plans like jobs. Okay, I'll have my resume reviewed by a professional, or I'm going to take this cert, I'm going to take this exam to get this certification, to get this diploma. I'm going to go to get my master's in something that is beneficial. I'm going to get my PhD in something that will help me career-wise and help me increase my income, or whatever goal that you have, whatever it may be. So make sure that you're investing in yourself, you're getting clarity, and then you're setting an action plan once you have clarity, which is based on the goal that you're setting for yourself. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, please just leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll get right to trying to explain that as best as I can. The next step is to focus your energy on the task, right? And what I mean by it is this, like, it will require a lot of determination and perseverance to do whatever you think is achievable, whatever you think is worth doing, right? If anything is worth doing, it will take work. And it will take time, it will take sacrifice for you to get it done. So whether the time spent is working on your resume, working on yourself career-wise and building yourself up, make sure that you stay focused on the path, to not stray from the path. Make sure you minimize distractions, set up a timetable, stay disciplined on that timetable. Some people are better at maybe free-flowing and they stick however they want, they still get the work done. But just for beginner's sake, let's just say that you just set a timetable that at this time you're going to do that, at this time you're going to do that. And if you want, if you're an engineering techie like me, set up a Gantt chart of what your timeline looks like, what your critical paths are, and it really help you just stay focused on the task at hand and not get distracted along the way, and make sure you're meeting all of your benchmarks that you've set for yourself. Again, the whole point of this is not comparison to what other people are doing, it's comparison to yourself. You're comparing your present self to your future self and making sure that you're checking off the benchmarks, that you're meeting your goals, and just getting into where you want to be as a person and where you want to be as an employee or an entrepreneur, wherever you have, you just making sure that you're meeting those goals. The next important point is really just to understand your strengths and know what it really is that you're good at. An important analogy that I like to draw is from the Bible when Moses runs into the burning bush and God asks him, what is in your hand, right? For me, I take that to mean that what is in your hand? What gift do you have in your hand that can make a change in your life, right? What gift are you good at? Are you passionate about that can really move you? And in a career setting, for instance, how do you fit in a role with the teamwork, right? How you fit in a role with the team? Are you the one that motivates? Are you the one that pushes? Are you the one that works? Are you the one that makes sure that everything is on schedule? See what your roles are in a work setting, how you can provide value to that employer. Look at what your value proposition is for what you want out of them, and that will really help you. And in order to do that, you have to first understand what your strengths are so you can even improve them, as well as what your weaknesses are, so you can set change in motion to really get better at what your weaknesses are. So understand your strength and understand what you're good at, and from there it can really help you narrow down areas where you feel like you would be the best fit, or roles where you would be the best fit. And to add to what I said earlier, you should also know what your boundaries are, right? Know where you fall short, like I was saying with the weaknesses, and how someone can help fit that mold, and look in the areas where people can complement your weakness and help you really just be just an all-star team to get things done in a work setting. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Know your boundaries, know what your limits are, know what you need to improve on, know how to just get back if you're down, get back up if you're down, know how to just really just push forward, persevere, and then just figure out things, even if things are looking so gloomy, just work yourself up slowly, work yourself up slowly but surely wins the race. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So know your boundaries, make sure that you factor those into the places that you're looking at to take jobs with, and just overall just make sure that you're being genuine and honest with yourself, and it will really go a long way in the long term. The next important thing is to manage and improve your relationships, especially your work relationships. I know sometimes we have office settings where we don't talk to anyone. We just come into work, leave, come into work, leave, come into work. We don't really associate ourselves to anyone. We don't have dialogue with anyone. I think that really goes to hurt the optimization of your work relationship with your friends, because you never know who you might need, you know what I'm saying? So it's always good to make sure that you're not only improving your work life, but you're also improving your social life, even at work, right? Make sure you're talking to your colleagues, improve your relationship. If there's someone that you seem to have issues with, take them out to lunch one time, just talk it out, figure out what it is that you guys can agree on, and then build from there and manage your relationship, because you're also going to need those relationships, and you're also going to need to leverage them, right? Leverage your connections down the line later on in life. You never know when you're going to need someone. So make sure that you are always improving your relationships, which will later help you leverage your connections. The last most important thing that I'm going to talk about is for you to rid yourself of any blocks, fears, and insecurities. Guys, I know it's hard just stepping out into the unknown, but you got to take that leap of faith, and you just got to keep pushing forward. You got to make sure that no matter what life throws your way, you're always persevering. You'll never give up. Your back never touches the ground. You're always moving forward. That's very important, and it can be in the form of maybe you do a lot of interviews but you don't get any replies, you get rejected by a lot of applications come back rejected. Don't give up, keep pushing, right? right? Don't give up, keep pushing. Whenever it seems like there's no hope, just keep pushing, keep pushing. Make sure that you're applying. Make sure that whenever you feel down, make sure that you apply to twice as many jobs. Whenever you feel depressed, make sure you apply to 5 times as many jobs. So just keep pushing, keep persevering, and you will surely break out. I know that for sure. If life has taught us anything, it's that those that persevere win, and those that quit lose. So make sure that you're always persevering. Make sure that you always have the will to keep moving forward, and I promise you that you're gonna succeed in whatever it is that you put your mind to. You are definitely going to succeed. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you have any topics that you want me to treat, please leave it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to take a look. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay motivated, and I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your month. Take care. Bye.